Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the webinar for primary age families getting ready for your school place on the National Offer Day, 16th of April. So we're just going to give it a minute or so just to make sure parents and carers are all attending. So just bear with me, I think we'll give it another minute. Just going to grab a drink. So I will introduce myself more later, but I'm Louise Church and I look after school admissions. I am joined this evening by some colleagues. I don't think you'll be able to hear them, but just give a shout out to Polly, Rachel and Luke for helping me. I have got some slides which I'll share with you all shortly, and then we'll have plenty of time for any questions. So just to confirm today, we're going to talk about National Offer Day and what to expect when you find out about your school place for your children. We'll give you that opportunity to talk about your questions. And if I can just stipulate that we can't go into any particular details for your individual cases, just because data protection, and we want to keep your information private, but we will give you an opportunity to provide details of where to come to. So if we go to slide 3, sorry. So I'll just whip through these again. So we're going to talk about who we are, what's going on, just give you some figures, give you some background to how we allocate places, talk about National Offer Day and some further steps some of you may wish to take. So I'll just talk about the team. So admissions, I'm Louise Church and I'm the service manager looking after all of your school places. I have a technical specialist called Catherine, who sadly can't be with us this evening. Polly, my team manager, who is with us. Claire, who looks after all of the vulnerable children who may need that additional support. Kate, who looks after grammar schools for secondary age children. And of course, all of my admission officers, including Luke, who's here this evening, working their magic to make lots of parents happy. So we'll just move on to what's new. So hot off the press for you all is that we're automatically accepting your school place for you this year. So basically, once we give you your school place offer, if you're happy with it, you don't need to do anything else. Your new school will be in touch with you to talk about the next steps and getting your children ready for September. So hopefully that will make your life easier. So this year we've allocated just over 6,000 school places, and over 92% of them have got their first preference and 99% the first, second and third. So hopefully lots of happy families on National Offer Day next Tuesday. So I won't go through this in too much detail, but essentially we will allocate places as per the school's admission code and also follow the admission arrangements for the schools. So all schools have to have admission arrangements, and that just talks about how we allocate places when we have more children applying for places than places available. So I will share these slides with you, so don't worry, because I appreciate I am going quite quickly. National Offer Day is next Tuesday. We're super excited here at Warwickshire County Council. All of your information will be ready and available in the parent portal for those of you that have applied online. And for every parent will also send you an email with a letter telling you about your school place. So you'll get it in 2 ways. So we'll go on to the next slide. So 2 things we do want you to do. So obviously, once you find out where your child is going to be going to school, you can start preparing them and yourself for starting school. So think about how you're going to get to school. Start looking at where you can buy your uniform and start talking as a family about what's going to be what going to school is going to be like for you as a family. So super exciting times for you all, I'm sure. And obviously, once your new school gets in touch with you, make sure you do communicate with them so that they will be able to get ready for your children starting in September. Okay, next slide. So just some other things that you may want to think about, and we've got lots of information on our website. Um, please apply for free school meals. It can mean extra funding for the school, access to additional funding out there in the UK. For those of you that live some distance away from schools, think about transport. One of the things we do ask is don't decline if you get a school place that you're not happy with, although it's only a very small number. Don't say no to that school place. Think about what that new school place would look like, and if you are planning on declining, then just be aware we will be asking you about what education provision you will be putting in place for your little one. For those of you that haven't done it already, make sure you visit your new school. Make sure you're aware of any open days or any meetings coming up. So start to become part of that community at your new school. And of course, on National Offer Day, don't forget to read the letter that we send to you, and check out our website for lots and lots and lots of useful information. Next slide. So that takes me very, very nicely on to the opportunity for any questions. So I'm just going to reach out to my colleagues to see whether we have got any questions. So thank you for the slides. We can put them to the side. I will share these with you and make sure they're on our website for all families that may wish to look at them. So we'll put the slides away for the minute. And if I can just ask my colleagues, Polly and Luke, if we've got any questions.
We haven't at the moment, I'm afraid, Louise. We seem to answer the ones that have come into the Q&A.
Okay. Sorry,
I've
I'm
put
losing my voice.
transport link in. I've put the free school meals if people are interested. And one question is, what will the parents see now if they log into the parent portal today?
So basically you won't see anything, you'll just see your application. We will update it and it will be there ready for you on next Tuesday. So one thing I always say is that you'll get your information before you have breakfast. So hopefully that will mean lots of happy families going about their day next Tuesday. So I'll just give it a minute or two longer because I'm just conscious that I've already wasted a lot of your time, which I am very, very sorry about. So I'll just see if there is any more questions, and then I think we'll call it a wrap.
Yeah, we've got a question here.
Okay.
Is there a rough time that we receive the email? I know we
so
say breakfast.
Yeah, so I won't promise you anything more than this. You will have your information before your breakfast, and I'll leave it at that. And I've never let anybody down yet. So I promise you faithfully, you will have your information before breakfast. So yeah, hopefully lots of happy breakfast time next Tuesday.
Okay, we've got an interesting question here.
Okay.
When we were in Coventry last November, I applied for reception using the Warwickshire Council portal as
Yes.
well as Coventry portal.
Okay.
When I checked the status on both, the status is local authority has received the application submitted. What is going to happen next?
Right. Okay. So I'm going to give you a little.
I don't know where the resident's living at the moment.
Yeah, so I'll give you a little telling off because you should only apply once to your home authority. So that's where you pay your council tax to. And I think I'm going to be the diplomat here and ask that we'll pick that up with you afterwards, because where you pay your council tax to, so whether that's Warwickshire or Coventry City Council, is where you should get your offer of a school place from. But I won't go any further than that and say we'll pick that one. We'll pick that up separately, because what we won't do is leave your little one without a school place. That's the most important thing.
Okay, and what happens once they receive their accepted offer? Do the school contact the parents, or do the
Yep.
parents contact the schools?
Yep. So hopefully, if you're all happy with your school place, you don't need to do anything else. Go and have a party. Go and have a super wonderful Tuesday, because that's it. Then you don't need to worry about anything. We'll share all of your child's information and your contact details with your new school, and they'll be in touch as soon as they're ready to start welcoming you to their school. So hopefully we've made lots of your lives easier. And like I said, we've got that really high percentage where we've offered you your choice of school.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's literally over to you guys to start celebrating and planning ahead for September.
What is the process for appeal? I'm going to attach the link to the appeal. I think Luke's doing it
Okay,
at the
so
moment, but there's loads of
yeah.
information on the website on that.
Okay, well, like I say, we're really hopeful that we've met your uh, parental preferences. But those of you that do wish to appeal, we'll have all the information within the letter. But there's also information online which Polly's going to put in the chat for you. But like I say, fingers crossed. Don't need to worry about that for the majority of our families, and we've worked really hard to make sure, you know, we do. Try and get the school that you like, that you want. So hopefully not too many of them.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Louise. We've got a question here from a parent. If my child is a summer born and
Yeah.
starting school age 4, is it possible to decline and then send them when they are 5? Educate
Okay.
summer
I've got a
born.
summer born child, so I know where you're coming from. So I mean, obviously the thing that we do encourage is for children to start with their chronological age group. But those of you that may wish to either delay entry, so that means that you perhaps don't start your child straight away in September, but later on within the year, that's one of the options open to you. Or if you're adamant that you don't want your child to start this September, maybe you could let them join next year in year 1. Um, or the other alternative is to basically we call this educate outside their chronological age group. So they basically start a year later than their cohort. So we've got lots of information on our website, and I'll ask Polly to put a link in the chat. Like I say, we've got lots of information on our website, and basically what we do is so the process is, if you wish to delay entry for a year or whatever, we ask you to give us some information, have that agreed with any school that you would wish to apply for, and depending on what you ask for will depend on how we deal with that. But the most important thing is, you know, it's always on the best interest of your child. So speak to your nursery, you know. Like I say, I've got a summer born actually 31st of August, so I know about this quite a lot. But I did keep my daughter with her chronological age group, because children are wonderful. You know, um, they you know, they can be very clever regardless, so, and cope with things. But short answer is, we'll give you the information on our website, but by all means call a member of the team and we'll help guide you through that, and not forgetting to talk to your child's current setting if they are in one, just to talk about what that might look like. Okay.
Thank you. Next question.
I'm just going to grab a
Okay.
drink. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm listening.
I've just lost it. It jumped.
Okay. Apologies.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, yes. Does the email confirmation get issued the same time as the parent portal gets updated?
Yes. So
Yeah.
normally the parent portal gets updated first, and then we send out all of the parents' letters. Yeah. So it will be on or around the same time. Portal will be updated first, but you'll also get a letter by email. And that's for all on time families that have applied on time before the 15th of January, I think the closing date was.
Yeah. We've had a couple of questions regarding the actual offer day, querying that they thought it was the 17th, but I believe it was the
No.
17th last year, wasn't it? Because it fell, the 16th fell on a Sunday, was it?
Yeah, so the way that it works is National Offer Day is always on the 16th, unless it falls on a weekend or a bank holiday or whatever, and then it's the next working day. But this year it's on the 16th, so yeah, it caught me out, but it's on the 16th this year. So yeah. So that'll be all parents across England finding out this information at the same time. Okay.
Yeah. There's a question. If appeal, how likely is it that it can be
Okay.
changed to first choice, or do you end up on a waiting list? Do you want to explain?
Yeah,
You know, we're very confident that they're going to get first preference. However,
yeah,
some may
if
not.
parents have changed their mind. So the
Yeah.
first thing is, if you do wish to change your mind and apply for other schools, absolutely not a problem. Yes, if the school has a waiting list, you will go onto that waiting list. And should a place become available and your child is at the top of the list, we'll give you a call to see whether or not you would like that place. That's how that works. In terms of appeal, infant class size legislation does apply. So so there's quite a high threshold, but that doesn't mean that shouldn't really determine your decision too much, because ultimately, you know, you'll all have your individual circumstances. We have lots of information on our website, including stats from last statistics. So go online, have a look, and let that shape your decision. But like I say, it is your legal right to appeal if you apply for a higher preference, and don't get don't get an offer of that school place. So nothing anybody should say should influence you, because it's your individual circumstances that are really important.
Okay, we've got a question here from parent. Random one. I have heard that this cohort is a low birth year. Do the application numbers support that, or is that not correct?
I can't really answer that, because
No,
obviously it's determined on the number of children that wish to apply for school places at that time, you know. So that's a question that I wouldn't really like to answer. We have got less applications than we had last year, but that doesn't mean that it's a low birth rate. So in the answer to your question, we've got less applications than last year, but what that means, I don't really know. What really does matter is that we work really hard to try and meet what you would like in a school place. That's been more important to us. So, you know, we've worked really hard to try and make lots of happy families, and obviously your children with their school place in September. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't think. There's just a parent saying they're having trouble logging into the parent portal. Just give us a ring tomorrow.
Yeah, give us. You can reset your password.
Yeah.
But if you're still having any problems, give us a call. Yeah, you know, regardless, we will send you the information by email, so don't panic too much, because you will get the information. But any problems at all today, tomorrow, or next week, give us a call. Obviously, we might be more busy on National Offer Day, but you know, we'll always work really hard to make sure we answer your phone call or email, because we don't want to keep anybody, we don't want you to be anxious or worried about anything. We are here to help.
Yeah, I can't see any more questions at the moment.
Okay, well, I'll give it just another minute. Again, I just wanted to apologise to everybody for the issues with our ICT. Yeah, I'm sincerely sorry, and like I say, we'll make sure the slides are shared on our website. But more importantly, if anybody needs us, please give us a call or send us an email. We are here to help. We want to make you and your children's life easier and make you all happy. And just thank you for taking the time this evening to join us. So I'll just check with Polly for any more questions.
No, I mean, we will publish the slides on our YouTube channel as well, and that'll be
Fantastic.
advertised on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Go to the website. There's loads of information on there on free
Yeah,
school
we've
meals,
worked really hard on that. Yeah, yeah.
transport. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all. And again, apologies for the issues with our ICT. And don't forget, all you've got to do is be happy with your school place offer and then wait for the school to contact you. So good evening, everybody. Take care. All the best. Bye. Bye.
Bye.